afternoon. Welcome to our first annual virtual science fair for the Lake Region Conference. My name is Miss Britton, and I am from Peterson Warren Academy. My co-chair is Ms. Alford. She is also from Peterson Warren Academy. Now you wonder, why a science fair? You know, could we have done something else? This is why we have a science fair, because we want our students to be more engaged in science, engineering, technology, and math. And we also want our females to know, our young girls to know, that this field is not just for males. Females can get in this also. So sit back and enjoy. The schools that you will be hearing from will be Fairhaven, South Suburban, Chicago SDA Academy, Capital City, and Peterson Warren Academy. So here we go.
My name is Vivian Fixer, and I'm in the first grade. My school is South Suburban SDA School. My project today is squeaky cleaners. Problem or question? How do we make cost-effective disinfecting wipes using bleach? Wipes with bleach is more effective and will erase more dirt. Spiritual connection. Your priests have violated my instruction and defiled my holy things. They make no distinction between what is holy and what is not. And they do not teach my people the difference between what is ceremonially clean and unclean. They disregard my Sabbath days so that I am dishonored among them. Ezekiel 22 verse 26. Materials. Roll of paper towels, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of bleach, and 1 cup of Dawn dish soap. Cut your paper towel roll through the middle with a serrated knife. Flip them over and stick into a jar of previous Clorox wipes box. Mix together the water, bleach, and Dawn dish soap. Pour around the edges of the paper towel roll. Pull the middle paper roll out and throw away. Data. A poll was conducted which wipe will clean the area the best. The graph showed the following data. Bleach 2, alcohol 3, great value 1, members brand 0. Data. Visvian's bleach wipes. Members mark. Members mark disinfecting wipes. Great value. Victoria's alcohol wipes. Conclusion. After the experiment was observed that wipes with bleach had bubbles on the surface and they did not erase more dirt compared to the alcohol disinfecting wipes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Victoria Victor. I'm in the 3rd grade. I'm from South Suburban SDA School. The project today is called Dirt Cleaners. The problem is, how do we make cost-effective disinfecting wipes? The hypothesis is wipes with rubbing alcohol is more effective and will erase more dirt. The spiritual connection for the experiment is from Ezekiel 22 verse 26. Your priests have violated my instructions and defiled my holy things. They make no distinction between what is holy and what is not. And they do not teach my people the difference between what is ceremonially clean and unclean. They disregard my Sabbath days so that I am dishonored among them. The materials we need for this experiment are 1 cup of water, 1 cup of alcohol, a roll of paper towels, and 1 teaspoon of Dawn dish soap. The experiment steps are: cut the paper towel through the middle with a serrated knife. Flip them over and stick into a jar or previous Lysol box. Mix together the water, rubbing alcohol, and Dawn dish soap. Pour around the edges of the paper towel roll. And lastly, pull the middle paper towel out and throw away. Data. A poll was conducted on which wipe would clean the area the best. The graph showed the following data: bleach 2, alcohol 3, great value 1, members brand 0. This is the data for the experiment. Victoria's alcohol wipes, Vivian's bleach wipes, great value wipes, members mark disinfecting wipes. Conclusion. After the experiment, it was observed that wipes with alcohol are more effective and will erase more dirt. Conclusion. After the experiment, it was observed that wipes with alcohol was more effective and erased more dirt compared to the bleach disinfecting wipes. What I enjoyed about the experiment was that even though I wasn't able to do the experiment at school, I was able to do it with my family, and it was a great experiment to learn about something from it.
Hi, my name is Danielle Zacharias. I'm in 3rd grade and I go to South Suburban SDA School. Today I'm going to be showing you my science project. I did candy bars out of cereal and I made them out of cornflakes. This is a problem question. How can I recreate cornflakes into candy for the perfect texture? By following the directions correctly and using the right ingredients. This is my hypothesis. I think the candy bar will taste very sweet. I believe that the candy bar will be soft but crunchy. These are the materials I used to make the candy bar. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of light corn syrup, 1 cup of creamy peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 6 cups of corn flakes. This is my spiritual connection. It's a memory verse related to what my science experiment is. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Psalms 119, 103. Experiment/procedure. In a large saucepan, combine the sugar, corn syrup, and peanut butter. Cook over medium-high heat until center starts to boil. Make sure to stir constantly so the sugar does not burn. As soon as the mixture comes to a boil, remove from heat and stir in the vanilla extract and corn flakes. Mix until corn flakes are evenly coated in sugar mixture. Use an ice cream scoop to scoop cookies onto parchment or wax paper as quickly as possible before mixture starts to cool and harden. Let cool on wax paper for 20 to 30 minutes before enjoying. This is the data showing the pictures of the steps I made. This is a conclusion. My hypothesis was that my candy bar was going to be sweet, soft, and but crunchy. My results support my hypothesis. I think my experiment was fun. I enjoyed doing it. I did not have any problems. Everything came out and supported my hypothesis.
The first lady that we are going to showcase is Dr. May Carroll Jemison. Dr. May Carroll Jemison is an American engineer, physician, and former NASA astronaut. She became the first Black woman to travel into space when she served as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. She is also a trained medical doctor, served as a medical officer in the Peace Corps, and currently runs BioSentiment Corp., a medical technology company. She retired in March of 1993. She was born in Decatur, Alabama. Her education is Cornell Medical College in 1981, engineering in 1977, Morgan Park High School in 1973. Her awards are the Elizabeth Blackwell Medal. Our next lady that we're going to showcase is Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson. Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson is an American physicist and the 18th president of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. She is the first African American woman to have earned a doctorate at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Dr. Jackson conducted breakthrough scientific research which laid the groundwork for the invention of the portable fax, touch-tone telephone, solar cells, fiber optic cables, and the technology behind caller ID and call waiting. Dr. Jackson was born in Washington, D.C. Her education is at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Her awards include the National Medal of Science for Physical Science.
Hello, my name is Maylee and I'm in the 5th grade, and my sister Linda is in the 7th grade. We both attend Capital City Seventh-day Adventist School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Have you ever wondered how a light bulb turns on? Today we'll be talking about how the electric circuit powers up the light bulb.
For the electric circuit to function, we will need 4 items, which are 2 batteries, a battery holder with an on and off switch button, some wires, and a light bulb.
The purpose for the electric circuit is a path for transmitting electric current, which the electric circuit can include a device giving energy to a charged particle constituting the current.
Our hypothesis is when we connect all the wires and place everything in its order, we will turn on the on and off switch button that will send a power source to turn on the light bulb. Did you know?
Did you know that the electric charge that flows to your house is called electric circuit? The U.S. standard household has an effective voltage that takes 120 volts.
Did you also know that the electric circuit are used to power light bulbs or other electric components? And also a battery is a major component of the electric circuit, which acts as a power source to send the light bulbs on.
Another fact is the basic property of the electric circuit is voltage, resistance, and power.
Okay. Here in our graph, we show that the battery is going to send a current flow or an electric flow to light up the glowing lamp. So here we have a big light bulb that contains 120 volts and a small light bulb which contains less than 120 volts. So when we tried to make this light bulb glow, it did not. And we were kind of confused why it didn't. So we tried to find ways, but then we figured out that the light bulb had too much volts that didn't make the batteries to make it glow because it took more power. But when we tried with a smaller light bulb, it actually turned on. So here I have a battery that has a negative side and a positive side. So here, the light bulb is already connected. We will grab this negative side and place it here, and the positive side with the positive. Now, as you can see, the light bulb did turn on, but it's a little dim, so it won't be that bright. But if you connect more power source, can you help me please? It will make the light bulb brighter. So with more power source, we will have brighter light, but with less power source, not that much light. So here we have some batteries, a battery holder with an on and off switch button, and some wires. So we will connect both negative and positive together. So we connect negative and positive. See how it's already turning on? Well, you can see it. Well, you can see it. Okay. So here, when you connect both positive and negative, it will turn on brighter because it has more force in it. Okay, results.
The spiritual objective is inspired through Luke 17, verse 24, and it says, "For the Son of Man in his day will be like lightning which flashes and lights up the sky from one end to another."
So what I said in our hypothesis is when we connect, as I said, the wires and every single thing placed in order, we will have our conclusion, which means, that each power source this battery will send a power source or an electric current to light up this light bulb. So to conclude this, if we have the right equipment we will connect them together, turn on the on and off switch button that will send a current strong that will send the light bulb, or that will turn on the light bulb.
Good afternoon. My name is Miss Reddit Alfred. I'm a teacher at Peterson Ward Academy, and I will be one of your co-hosts for this science fair. One of the women that we'll be highlighting for our science fair inventor is Dr. Valerie L. Thomas. Dr. Valerie L. Thomas is an American scientist and inventor. She invented the illusion transmitter, for which she received a patent in 1980. She was responsible for developing the digital media format image processing system used in the early years of the Lancet program. Dr. Thomas was born in Maryland, and she was educated at the Morgan State University. Another black scientist that we'll be highlighting is Dr. Ezemiah Corbin. Dr. Ezemiah Corbin is an American microbiologist and viral immunologist at the Vaccine Research Center at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, the National Institute of Health based in Maryland. She is currently the scientist lead of the LRC coronavirus team, with research effort aimed at propelling novel coronavirus vaccine, including the COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Corbin has been central to the development of the Moderna mRNA vaccine and the Eli Lilly therapeutic monoclonal antibody that was first entered clinical trial in the USA. She was born in North Carolina, and she was educated at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where she received a PhD in microbiology and immunology. One of her many awards that she has received is the NAACP Key of Life Award.
Hi, my name is Julia Godley. I'm from Chicago SDA Christian School, and I'm in the 5th grade. History and background. Although we finished this science project as a class, I started the first mask with one layer of cotton fabric, and I washed the mask and all of the color came out, and the mask was completely ruined. So that's when I thought of my second mask, which is called Sunset Crave. I was extremely excited to start the new mask and got started on it immediately. Let's get started with the adventure to the now called Breathe Light. That's when I started to connect the 4 bases and then went in to add the string. I wanted my mask to have a cool design, so I called a mask designer and asked them if they could design it. They said they could, but a week or so later, I got a call stating that my design couldn't be put on the mask, so I thought of new ideas. After I got that call, I thought I should paint my mask, so I went ahead and did so. When I finished, I left it out to dry, and when it was done drying, I washed it to make sure that the mask still had the colors and was perfectly dry. Then I brought the mask to school so that everyone can see it. Jesse, one of my classmates, also made a 3D model that I will show you in a second. Question and problem. Multiple masks or one mask with multiple layers. Abstract. In response to the critical shortage of medical masks resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, large portions cloth masks using locally sourced masks as a means of protecting the virus is not well known. Scientists, doctors, nurses, and even civilians want to know which one is better to wear in the best handling for COVID-19. Introduction. The effectiveness of cloth masks to protect wearers from airborne particles when studied previously have shown to be a function of both materials and fit, anticipating the needs. Purpose. The purpose of this work was to develop a standardized method to compare the efficiency of sewn fabric face mask to standard surgical mask in terms of data and counts of particles. Hypothesis. We hypothesize that Breathe Light, our homemade mask, will be better for breathing and also to help stop the spread of COVID-19. We hypothesized that the mask would be affordable in cost. However, cloth masks can carry a lot of bacteria if not washed when they're supposed to be. We hypothesized that surgical masks carry a lot more bacteria in one day than a cloth mask in 1 week. Research. Many people say it is obvious that multiple layers Breathe Light will win since there are more layers, which will in turn block more desires than just wearing one mask. Measurements. Tests have been run on 3 types of face masks: a face mask with elastic earlobes and sewn-in wires, a surgical mask, and a sewn-in 4 layers designed cotton fabric face mask. When possible, multiple masks of each type were tested. Experiment. We had 3 microscopes and we got 2 blue surgical masks, 1 new one and 1 already worn, and my mask Breathe Light to see which had more bacteria. And the blue surgical mask had the most bacteria, worn or not worn. And Breathe Light had 0 bacteria. But mask graph table chart. We observed that the surgical mask material itself is very good, but in practice, about 20% of the air will slip between the mask and tail of the mask, so the efficiency will be effectively about 80%. That is our graph table in chart, scanning all bacteria that will be in a surgical mask and a cloth mask in the time being worn. Results and solution. We found that both answers can be right or wrong at the same time. But double or even quadruple masking is good, but only if it fits closer to your face so that the air or particles won't get inside. Model cost materials. Materials are the 4 base layers: sewing needle and string, ruler, scissors, safety pins, string, layers, and paint. Conclusion. Compared to Breathe Light, the blue surgical mask only has 1 good protective layer, which by the way is paper. However, it's scientifically proven that a blue surgical mask has 5 times as much bacteria as a cloth mask in 1 week than in 1 day. Breathe Light is also comfortable and adjustable and can protect you from small and large bacteria particles in all bacteria. Religion and Bible connection. Today, you can go to a place and see more people wearing masks than one used to see at the hospital, since masks have been available for protection, so that there is nothing wrong with using one for that reason. People are wearing masks for their safety and safety of others. We went to the Bible and looked up what it says about wearing masks. If proved an interesting study. We found Genesis 24 verse 65, Exodus 34 verse 33, Isaiah 6 verse 2, and 1 Corinthians 3 verse 15, stating why it is good to wear face masks. We are not against wearing masks, but there are some things in the Bible that tell us to put a mask on. We should not put masks on the scriptures. Spread the Bible far and wide and never shelter it in. The truth where no one can hear, we should never put a mask on our salvation. Hiding salvation is worse than hiding the cure of COVID-19. The devil hides salvation because he is evil, but a believer should share salvation. In a world using masks to extend and save their physical life, do not mask salvation that can save their spiritual life. Our Christianity must spiritually unmask even if we mask our natural body. God left us here to shine, and if we do not, who will?
Another one of our female scientists that we'll be highlighting is Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. Dr. Hadia Nicole Green is an American medical physicist known for the development of the method using laser-activated nanoparticles as a potential cancer treatment. She was born in Missouri. She was educated at the University of Alabama and Alabama A&M University. One of her many awards is Key to the City at the Historic Icon Award from Alabama. She's also known for cancer, precision medicine, immunotherapy, and nanotechnology. Another female scientist is Dr. Mary Stiles Harris. Dr. Mary Stiles Harris is an American biologist and genetist, president of Harris and Associate in Atlanta, owner of the Biotechnical Communication, which produced the award-winning television documentary To My Sister, A Gift for Life. She is best known for the sickle cell research and the distribution of healthcare information to minority women. She has received numerous awards throughout her career. She was born in Tennessee, and she was educated at Cornell University, Lincoln University, and Rutgers University.
Hi, I'm Dwight Duncombe. I am in third grade in PWA, Peterson Warren Academy. The name of my science project is Penny Acid Bath by Dwight Duncombe. Introduction. You are wondering what to do with some dirty pennies. Then you think, clean it, but with what? And that's what this science project will answer. Question. Which acidic liquid will clean the pennies the best? Purpose. The purpose of this experiment is to find the best acidic liquid with which to clean pennies. Materials: lemon juice, pickle juice, rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar, 4 cups, and 4 pennies. Procedure. I will get 4 dirty pennies and put them in cups filled with different acidic liquids. Then I will leave them to soak for 3 hours. After 3 hours, I will take them out and dry them. Whichever one is the cleanest is the one that was in the best acid cleaner. Hypothesis. I think lemon juice will clean the pennies the best. Results. Rice vinegar before, after. Pickle juice before, after. Apple cider vinegar before, after. Lemon juice before, after. Conclusion. My hypothesis was correct. Lemon juice was the winner. So next time you want to give your pennies an acid bath, you know what to do. Scripture text. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love, according to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. Just like the lemon juice cleaned the penny and cleansed it and made it look like it was new, God can clean us and make it look like we are new.
Hi, my name is David. I'm in 5th grade and go to Peterson Warren Academy. My science fair project is called Showdown of the Detergents. Introduction. When I wash the dishes in the dishwasher, there are dishes that almost always aren't completely clean, and I have to wash them again to make them clean. Purpose. My project is going to help me find out what dish detergent brand cleans a certain dish the best. Question. Which dishwashing detergent pod brand will clean this dish the best? Materials. Cascade dish detergent, Finish dish detergent, 7th generation dish detergent, Smartly dish detergent, dishwasher, cantankerous dirty dish, and a camera. Brands and their claims. Cascade. Claims of this brand include cleans 24-hour dried-on food and saves 15 gallons of water and releases early cleaning in the cycle. Finish. Claims for this brand include softens dried-on food, removes the worst stains, and saves water. 7th generation. Claims for this brand include powers away stuck-on food, fights tough stains, and is safe and effective. Smartly. Claims for this brand include dissolves stuck-on food, rinses away residue, and has just the right solutions for cleaning. Hypothesis. I think that the Finish brand will clean the dish the best. Procedure. Obtain 4 dirty pans that were used to cook similar things. Take picture of dirty dish. Place dirty dish in dishwasher. Place scheduled pod in dishwasher. Wash dish. And take picture of now clean dish. Results. The results are in the pictures that are before and after bases. The pictures I will show follow like this. Cascade, dirty, clean. Finish, dirty, clean. Third generation, dirty, clean. Smartly, dirty, and clean. Observations. The first dish we did was in the bottom rack, and all the other 3 were in the top. We did it that way because the sprinkler wasn't as strong in the bottom as in the top. The dishes also may have varied because what was cooked in the 2 sets of pans are different from each other. For example, what was cooked in the first 2 of the pans that were used for the Finish and 7th generation brands contained spelt flour, something that might have been harder to wash off. Hence, Cascade and Smartly came in as number 1 in the showdown. This is also quite interesting because Finish specializes in glassware. Conclusion. Well, my hypothesis was very wrong. At least now I know what to wash the dishes with, and 2 of the brands made it by a landslide. Cascade and Smartly weren't expected to win, but apparently they were that good for cleaning. I didn't even expect them to tie in cleaning it. Cascade actually came in first because Smartly had some specks on it and Cascade did not. I used Cascade to clean dishes, and it doesn't clean some of them right at all. So I was surprised when it cleaned them and did the best job out of all the detergents used. My experiment is over. Thus ends the showdown of the detergents. Scripture text. Hebrews 7, verses 26 to 28. Such a high priest truly meets our need. One who is holy, blameless, pure, set apart from sinners, exalted above the heavens. Unlike the other high priests, he does not need to offer sacrifices day after day, first for his own sins and then for the sins of the people. He sacrificed him for their sins once for all when he offered himself. For the law appoints as high priest men in all their weaknesses, but the oath, which came after the law, appointed the Son, who has been made perfect forever. Jesus is the answer of all of the messes that we make, and he will do a very good job at cleaning it up, the best job that you could ever get. He is willing to offer the salvation if you let him.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Crystal, and I am a student at Peterson Warren Academy in the 6th grade. And my science fair project for today is, can water stop a balloon from popping? Okay. So my purpose for this science fair experiment is to see that if you put water inside a balloon and then put it over a flame, will it pop or not? My hypothesis for this science fair experiment is that I think that the water won't really do anything. It won't really help it to not pop or anything. And the materials used for this science fair experiment is candles, a candle, balloons, water, and a stopwatch to measure how long it took the balloon to pop, and a book to record our results. The procedure. The procedure for this science fair experiment is that gather all the materials that you need for the experiment, and also make sure that there's an adult with you so they could light the fire because we'll be using fire. And also make sure that the environment where the fire is in is good for the fire because we don't want nothing to go up in flames. Okay. So first what you would do, you would take a balloon, fill it with water, and then you would blow it up. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more because this looks too little. So I'm gonna try and add a little bit more. Okay. Add a little more. Okay, so now you would just tie the balloon. Make sure that the knot is nice and sturdy because we don't want it to unknot itself while we're doing the experiment. Okay, so now we would take the balloon and put it over the fire for 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, so I'll do 10 seconds and I'll do it in my head. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 10. Okay, 10 seconds. This is what happened in 10 seconds. On the balloon, since it didn't pop, it just got a little bit of snoot from the fire and flame. Okay, so the results of this science fair experiment is that the balloon filled with water placed over the lighting handle for 10 to 15 seconds did not pop, but it did get a little bit of snoot right there. And the conclusion for this science fair experiment is that the water didn't pop it or anything when it was placed over the lighted candle, and my hypothesis was proven to be wrong. According to Steve Spangler, Science.com, water is a great substance for soaking up heat. The thin latex balloon allows the heat to pass through very quickly and warms up the water. As the water closest to the flame warms up, it begins to rise and cooler water replaces it at the bottom of the balloon. This cooler water then soaks up more heat and the process repeats itself. In fact, the exchange of water keeps the balloon to not pop. And the snoot on the bottom of the balloon right here is actually carbon, if you can see it. It's actually carbon. The carbon was deposited on the balloon by the flame, and the balloon itself remains undamaged, as we could see here. I connected my science fair project to the Bible text from Proverbs 17:14. The beginning of strife is like letting out water, so abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. So why I did this together, because I used the water to stop the balloon from popping. So does God want you to think before you act and say things, because once it is said or done, act like the water in the balloon and do not let the fire of the quarrel get out. Instead, just say sorry and try and prevent the quarrel before it spills out like the water.
Hello, my name is Dwayne Duncombe, and I'm in 6th grade and going to Peterson Warren Academy. The title of my science fair project is The Sleepy Tea Bag by Dwayne Duncombe, A. Duncombe II. Introduction. Are you tired of tossing and turning in bed? Are you tired of having bags under your eyes when you wake up? Find the best tea that can help you fall asleep and stay asleep. I am endeavoring to discover what combination of herbs or single herbs one can use to help improve sleep. Some people have trouble going to sleep, staying asleep, and sleeping deeply. I want to see what tea, lavender, chamomile, and sleepy time tea, a combination of different herbs, including chamomile, will help the most with these problems. One consideration in picking these teas were how common and accessible they are. Questions. What tea will help you sleep the best? Which will help you fall asleep faster than average? Which will help you sleep more soundly? Which will decrease the average amount of time you wake up during the night? Finally, the personal rating of participant himself or herself will be considered. I believe the lavender will be the tea that will provide the best sleep. Materials: a stove, a pot, chamomile tea, lavender tea, sleepy time tea, questionnaire, water, cups depending on how many participants, in this case 5, and participants. Tea: chamomile tea, lavender tea, and sleepy time tea. You can see the pictures, the long one for lavender, then the top right for chamomile, bottom right for sleepy time. Questionnaire. The questionnaire is a multiple question survey used to decipher which teas was the best. How long does it usually take you to fall asleep? How long did it take to fall asleep after drinking the tea? How many hours do you sleep on average? How many hours did you sleep after drinking the tea? How long does it take you to fall asleep on average? How long did it take to fall asleep after drinking the tea? How about how many times do you wake up during the night? Did you wake up during the night after drinking the tea? How close to you going to sleep did you drink your tea? On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, how well did you sleep when drinking lavender, chamomile, lemon balm tea compared to your average sleep? Describe your sleep after drinking the tea. Procedure. Before going to sleep, put water into your pot. Use hot water in order for the water to boil faster. Set the pot on the stove and drop tea bags in pot of water and start to boil. Wait for 5 to 10 minutes after boiling. Let it cool, then drink. After that, go to bed and sleep. The following day, ask participants to take survey and study the results. Do this same process over again for 2 more nights. Use a different one of the teas each night. After doing this process for the number of nights, study the results of the survey and decipher the answer. How do herbs help work in the body for sleep? Some natural herbs can induce sleep by lowering anxiety levels. Sometimes they support physical changes such as relaxing the muscles or slowing your heart rate. According to the surveys and ratings that the participants provided, chamomile tea is the best tea for sleep. Chamomile helped most of the participants to fall asleep faster than their average time. Their sleep was sound, and unlike with the lavender, most did not have vivid dreams. For most, the tea did not increase the hours of sleep by much, and the average amount of times waking up during the night was decreased by about half. Scripture text. Psalm 4, verse 8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me to dwell in safety. This shows how you can sleep in God with peace, relating to my science fair project.
Good afternoon. My name is Joy, and I am a student at Peterson Warren Academy, and I'm in the 11th grade. This is my science fair project, Fix a Leak. When you turn on your kitchen faucet, what happens? Clean and clear water comes out. But does the same thing happen when there is an abundance of snow outside and it is below 20 degrees Fahrenheit? Under no circumstances will water come out. This is what happened in Texas. A month ago, Texas had a dreadful snowstorm that froze many water pipes. The state of Texas was left with no electricity, no water, and burst pipes. As the temperature began to increase, the pipes began to thaw, causing the water to come out at a full pressure and water bursting through walls, ceilings, and attics. Plumbers were being called left and right, the fire department was called, and everyone was in a panic. This is a problem that needs an immediate solution because families were left without water, electricity, food, and even some people did not have a place to stay. What are water pipes? A water pipe is a pipe that is designed to transport treated drinking water to consumers. There are many different kinds of pipes, including large main pipes, which supply entire towns, smaller branch lines that supply a street or a group of buildings, or small pipes located within individual buildings. The materials that are commonly used to construct water pipes are the following: cast iron, plastic, copper, steel, or concrete. Pipes cannot be made out of certain materials such as lithium is dangerous, aluminum. Pipes cannot be made out of aluminum because it serves as a health risk. Titanium is considered the most biocompatible metal but cannot be available in large amounts. Why do pipes burst? Although pipes are designed to hold water, this is not always the case. Pipes begin to freeze when the outside temperature is at least 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Typically, cold temperatures cause things to contract, but the ice has more volume than water, so when pipes freeze, it expands and increases pressure inside the pipe. After a pipe has frozen and begins to thaw, the pressure caused by the water that begins to rush through the pipe, causing a pipe to burst through the walls, ceilings, attics, crawl spaces, and basements. Is there a solution? I have designed an extendable pipe design that will be able to withstand the frozen temperatures. Extendable pipes are the best solution because it will be able to adjust to the changes in volume of water or ice. Extendable pipe design. Materials: 1 large tube, 1 small tube, hooks, drill. Once you have your materials, take the large tube and drill a small hole at the end of the tube and attach the smaller tube. Here is your extendable water pipe. When water or ice goes through the pipe, it will extend to the second pipe instead of breaking. In conclusion, bursting water pipes is an alarming problem we need an immediate solution to. An abundance of people do not have the basic essentials we take for granted every day, such as electricity, water, a roof over our head, just to name a few. The Bible says in 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18, "Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." This verse means give thanks to God no matter what you are going through.
Our next doctor is Dr. Sosina M. Holly. Dr. Sosina M. Holly is an American chemist known for developing first solid acid fuel cells. She is a professor of materials, science, and engineering at Northwestern University in Illinois. Her place of birth is Ethiopia. Her nationality is American, and her fields are engineering, energy, and materials. Her education is also at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the University of California in Berkeley. She was awarded in 2018 and elected a Fellow of the Materials Research Society. She also received the 2021 MRS Communications Lecture Award. Our next doctor is Dr. Mojia Cooper. Dr. Mojia Cooper is an American astronomer and the lead of planetary protection for the Mars 2020 mission, and is also involved in the InSight mission. Her fields are astronomy and mechanical engineering. Her awards include NASA Early Career Public Achievement Medal. The institutions where she received her education is NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Our last lady. Now, I do have to admit, this lady is dear to me. She is close to my heart. Ella B. Scott Reavers. She is a Seventh-day Adventist, and she is a member of the City Temple Seventh-day Adventist Church in Detroit, Michigan. In 1980, she received her Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering with a manufacturing option from Kettering University. She also earned her Master's in Engineering Management from the University of Detroit, the School of Engineering. During her tenure at GM, she worked in component manufacturing, where assembly plants, the GM Knowledge and Training Center, the Advanced Engineering and Manufacturing, and the various assignments as a global leader and coordinate throughout the years. She volunteered to assist with STEM initiatives and projects for numerous community and engineering organizations. She retired in 2008 as an engineering technical manager at General Motors. She is most grateful to God, and she is most grateful to her God-fearing parents who kept her in church and helped her realize that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, even a challenging pursuit in the field of engineering. On behalf of our Lake Region Conference President, Dr. Jones, our Lake Region Conference Secretary, Pastor Garth Gabriel, our Lake Region Treasurer, Mrs. Yvonne Collins, and our Lake Region School Superintendent, Dr. Helen Bryant, we would like to thank our parents, our students, our teachers, and our principals for all of the hard work that you have put in to make this first annual virtual science fair come to life. So, this is the first one. Please don't miss the second one, because just like this one had a lot to offer, the one for next year, I'm quite sure, will be much better. Thank you for tuning in to see what God's children can do when it comes to the future.